All right, live. All right, so we're the Israel School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 150 Harlem, New York. All right, today, Monday, at Harlem, today, 2279 3rd Avenue, our current location. And we want to go into a little bit about Latino history, right? Just go live on the TikTok, right? We want true Latino history, right? Got some books, a couple books. Right? And I want okay. So we got a Bible over there, right? We got a pocket for right?
Oh, come on.
I think we can go there, right? Before that, I want the scripture that says, if any man speaks, right? If any man speaks in the place of God, he got to first speak within the oracles of God, right?
Say, speak as oracles.
Speak as the oracles.
Hebrews.
You're right. It's Hebrews 5 and 12. Oh, it's like nope. 1 Peter 4 and 11. Okay. 1 Peter 4 and 11. Okay. So of course we heard this once or twice that in the Israelite School of UPK we have a 12 tribes chart, right? And that 12 tribes chart, right, beginning with Judah, the Negroes, Benjamin, the West Indians, Haitians, the Levites, and then the other 9 tribes, right, are all Latinos, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans, brothers from South America, the tribe of Asher and Naphtali, right, Zebulon in the Central Americas, right, all the Native Indian brothers in the North, right, that we are all relatives. It's the reason why we can hang together. It's the reason why we are together. It's the reason why our men and women date together. You know what I mean? And it's the reason why, even though that we're told that we're different, we're told that we're 2 different races, it's the reason why we have so much union and so much compatibility, as if we were with our own tribes. Okay? Good. So 1 Peter 4 and 11, and then I want to get to appreciate it. And then we want to get to the second Esdras, all right? And after second Esdras, then we want to go to 2 Kings 17. All right. Let me ready afterwards. Let me know when you get it. We're gonna work together on this one, sure. Okay.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
There you go. So we'll be coming with this history here, right? Even though you're dealing with the Latinos separated from the Negroes for as far back as 700 BC, the Bible is a recognized history book in the earth. Okay? So now we want to speak about things going back so far. We're saying that the Latinos and the Native Indians are the chosen children of God. And we're saying that we have to use the Bible, being that the Bible is the book of God, right? So now we're gonna go to I want to go to 2 Kings right quick, right? Give me first give me Romans 11 and 13. Right? So I'm gonna give you all of the precepts for the Native Indians, right? Just so we can have them. Right? Okay. I got some precepts in here that I didn't log them in, but I know where they are. It says 2 Kings. You can read where you got there, Baba Shah, right?
Romans chapter 11, verse 13.
Baba Shah.
For I speak to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles.
I speak to you Gentiles. Number 1, right? The disciples of Christ, they was instructed by Christ to go out and to get the Gentiles back. They're out into the earth, but of course, many of them, right, the bulk of them, right, are not in that side of the earth anymore. But they're still going out. They don't know where they're going, but they're still going out with the mission to go and get them, right? So of course, reincarnation is a thing involved in that also, right? So now we're being sent off to the Gentiles, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Magnifying my office.
I magnify my office. When I press on my office, my office was once small, and I make it bigger, right? I'm dealing with Benjamin, Judah, and Levi here, but we're gonna deal with our office on a larger scale toward the whole 12 tribes, even though they've all gone out, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 14. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh.
If by any means I can provoke by emulation, what does emulation mean? All right, let's get a quick definition of emulation. All right. So we can understand what Christ has meant. And this scripture is, I don't care what nobody says, I don't care about what no Christian says. This scripture is solely talking about bringing the Native Indians back together, and the Native Indians and the Latinos back together with the Negroes. Right? Okay. Go ahead, shot one.
Emulation, noun, effort to match or surpass a person or achievement, typically by imitation.
There you go. So now go back to the scripture again.
Verse 14. If by any means I may provoke to emulation.
So if any means I could provoke to emulation, to bring them back to us, to bring them back to our standard. All right? For when they went down, the Most High said we go against his way, and we go against our own culture that he gave us. He will make us at the bottom of all the people in Deuteronomy 28, right? So now we're trying to provoke them to emulation. First, we got to get back into the minds that the Latinos are in. We got to get back into the minds that the average brother, Negro brother on the street may be in, right? And we got to go into their minds, to match their minds, to bring them back to us. And when they come back to us, now we can put their mind back in the sense of how we were supposed to be. All right? And that goes for Negro brothers, and that goes for Latino brothers, and the Native brothers. All right? Go ahead, keep reading.
Okay. Them which are my flesh.
Them which are my flesh. Them which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Keep reading.
And might save some of them.
And might save all of them?
Some of them.
Right. You know what I mean? So, some might save some of them, meaning a lot of them, the Most High is not going to want to come back in. The Most High on purpose is not going to make them understand. You might try to tell this to a friend. You might try to tell this to a family member, and he on purpose cannot get what you're saying. Maybe permanently, maybe just for right now, right? But it's for the hope that you do it anyways, that you might save some of them, because the Lord does want some of them saved, right? And they're saved by your work. Right? Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 15. For if the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world, what shall the receiving of them be? But life from the dead.
Read up part again.
Okay. For if the casting away of them.
So if the casting away of them, as they have been casted out. Keep reading.
Be the reconciling of the world.
Reconcile means to join them again. Right? Read up part again.
For if the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world.
If the casting away of them becomes the reconciling of the world means outside the truth. Right? Keep reading.
Okay. What shall the receiving of them be? But life from the dead.
There you go. So when they bring them back in, Christ is saying life from the dead, because they are in the world. They are the living dead. You see that all over in other parts of the Bible, right? So the life we live right now, we live for nothing. You live to die. You live for the benefit of someone else. You do not benefit the Lord. The Lord look at you and look at you like you're alive. He looks at the Latino brothers and for them the value of dry bones. Who shall put life back in him? All right? And the whole idea is to bring them back to life, reconcile them or rejoin them back with the truth where life is. All right? Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 16. For if the first fruit be holy.
For if the first fruit be holy. Right, keep going.
The lump is also holy.
If the first fruit be holy, the lump is also holy. So if the Negroes and Latinos, if they can be grafted back into Jerusalem and go back home to Jerusalem under Christ, then why can't the rest of the tribe, why can't the lump also be grafted back in, even though they've been casted out much years before? Keep reading.
And if the root be holy,
and if the root of that fruit be holy, of that plant be holy,
so are the branches.
So are the branches. Now the root was Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Now from this plant, just like our own family tree, where the root is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, of this family tree, where the branches are, namely Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, right? Benjamin, the 12 branches. You read about it in Revelation, right? The 12 branches that gave forth 12 fruit, right? Judah, Benjamin, right? Judah, the Negroes, Benjamin, West Indians, right? Zebulon, the Mayan Empire, right? Issachar, the Aztec Empire, right? Asher, the Inca Empire, right? Right? Reuben, the Seminole Indians, Gad, the rest of the North American tribes, the native Cubans, Manasseh, the native Puerto Ricans, Ephraim, right? Who we got down there? We got Simeon, right? Simeon, they were the people that they called the Caribs, right? The people from Dominican Republic. Okay, read that part again. These about the branches. These are the branches.
And right? If the roots be if the root be holy,
if the root is holy, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the roots. Keep reading.
So are the branches.
And the branches of the trees are these 12 branches right here, which include, according to the Bible, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. Right? Not just Negroes. Not just all. The tribes are all black. First of all, black means to lose their identity. Right? In that sense, Native Indians and Latinos can be categorized as black, being that they also have their identity blackened out on the list of races in the earth. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 17. Mm-hmm. And if some of the branches be broken off.
And if some of the branches be broken off, where they have for many years. But now, we don't look at, black people don't look at Latinos like we're the same anymore, even though we can feel the similarity. Keep reading. Being that we're from the same tree, our fruit have the same taste. Keep reading.
And thou being a wild olive tree.
And thou being a wild olive tree, meaning this is not someone that's raised in the house. This is the same olive tree, but it's raised in the wild. It's raised to do whatever it wanted to do for over 2,000 years, 2,000 something and 700 years. They out there on their own, raising themselves, you know what I mean? Watering themselves, getting their own sun, you know what I mean? Trying to have their own makeshift culture for what they think is right. Wild olive trees, all right? Keep going.
Okay. Were grafted in among them, and with them partakers of the root and fatness of the olive tree.
And read the part again. That's so deep. Read the part again.
Okay. Being a wild olive tree.
Being a wild olive tree. They was raised on their own they've been on their own for a long time till Christopher Columbus came. Keep reading.
Were grafted in amongst them.
Now they're gonna be grafted back in. Grafted back in just means to synchronize them back in. All right, synchronize them back in with the other tribes, which the Most High has done by putting us into chains and slavery together and to serve oppression in the United States and abroad together. Right, keep reading.
And with them partakers of the root and fatness of the olive tree.
And with them partakers the what?
Of the root.
With them we partake with our identity, taking it back that we are the descendants of the root. What is the root? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Keep reading.
And fatness of the olive tree.
And fatness of the olive tree, meaning all of the blessings that are to come. The blessing to us was to get the fatness of the earth, to own the earth. But the earth belongs to the Latino man as well with the Negro man, as well with the Native Indian man. The earth does not belong to all. Can I prove that in the Bible? Okay, right? The earth does not belong to every Chinese get a part of it, Indians get a part of it, African. No. The earth belongs, according to the Bible, the earth belongs to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, and everyone else is here just to serve them as to be property and servants of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. You heard it before, right? You heard it before? All right, right quick. Let's get 2 Esdras. Oh, where we at? What verse we at right there?
Romans 11, verse 17.
So we're going to hold that 17. We're going to come back. We got to go all the way down to 22, right? So just in this part right here, where Negroes and Latinos own the earth. The earth was made for them. Give me 2 Esdras.
What did on classic?
Yeah. What is that? 2 Esdras 6.
6 and 56.
No, not first Esdras, 2 Esdras, 2 Esdras.
Oh, second. Oh, sorry.
Right? 2 Esdras. There's 6 and 54.
Oh, 54. Count.
We start at 54, right? 6 and 54, right? Okay. Get a chance to get there. Now, these are all of the, for those who are online on TikTok, right? This is the part in the Bible where it tells you about who the Latinos are. I know a lot of us was raised Christians, and we didn't know that the Bible is a Latino book. When I say Latino, of course, it's a black book, but the Negroes and Latinos and Native Indians are the same. And of course, the culture vulture vultured on the book. He took the book. We all left our culture. We became Americans. We became Puerto Ricans, and of course now the Bible doesn't say African American. The Bible doesn't say Latino. The Bible doesn't say Hispanic. So now the book is just there for whoever wants to take it up as their own, meaning that we dished it, and who is always what scavenger is always there to take up things that others left for dead. The vulture, the culture vulture is always there to take up things that others left for dead, that's left there, drying out in the sun, don't belong to nobody, no one ain't claiming it. He takes it and owns it. And now, of course, Jesus Christ is white. And there's some bastard called St. George's. Who the hell is St. George? There's no George in the Bible. There's no St. George in the Bible. Okay, pick up the everything divine. Right? The river of Bayani All right? Good, let's keep going.
2 Esdras, chapter 6, verse 54.
All right, here's the Bible again. Go ahead.
After these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord.
Adam also, whom thou madest Lord. Now, Adam is within the root of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Keep reading.
Of all thy creatures.
Of all thy creatures. He said Adam is the Lord of all these creatures. Now, whoever Adam gave down his fatherly inheritance to one of his sons, not all of his sons, but to one of his sons, according to the laws of our culture, right? Whatever son that fell down to, his sons and his sons and his sons earned the inheritance, right? To have the same thing applied to them, to own all of the creatures on the earth. Keep reading. He made them Lord. Lord means you rule over these creatures. All people on the earth don't rule over these creatures. We rule over the sharks. We rule over the lions, and we rule over all the other people, because people are creatures. Creature means created from the creator. Creator, creature. Right? Keep reading.
Oh God. Of him come we all.
And of Adam, him come we all. Keep reading.
And all the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people whom thou hast chosen. So in the Bible, God chose a people. We know that already, right? Right? And God, when the Christians say God is all love, he's nothing but love, he only loves, he unalived everybody. Sure. Every single person in the planet except Noah and his 3 sons and their wives. So from this same lineage, everybody on the earth today comes from Noah, but the inheritance from Noah was only passed down to Shem. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee.
All this have I spoken before thee. Read.
O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
The Lord made the world for our sakes, meaning our family, not for all the creatures, but for Adam. And whoever the inheritors of Adam passed down to Seth, and all the way down to Noah, and down to Shem, and all the way down to Terah and Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. All right, and from Jacob on to Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, Reuben, Gad, Simeon, Ephraim, Zebulun. You know, right? Keep going.
Verse 56. As for the other people,
In the Bible, it says, as for the other people that are not of our race, read,
which also come of Adam,
and these other races also come from Adam. Keep reading.
thou hast said that they are nothing.
God said that the other people who are not Negroes, Latinos, and Namibians, they also come from Adam, but God don't consider them as anything. God does not care about them. He does not love them. He does not love all people. God loves all people. We all bleed red. They are nothing, God said. I'm sorry to say, but that's God. I didn't make that up. That's fine. I'm saying, if you're upset with that, take it up with God. Go make a daily prayer. You know, you go vent to him your offense. You know what I mean? You know, as if he would care. But you're not. You know. That's what he said. That's what he said. I don't mean to be so cold, right? But of course, being that they are our creatures, when they are under our rule, we will care for them just like how we would our pets. That's right. I mean, the Lord did flood cats and dogs in the flood of Noah. But if you have a cat and a dog, wouldn't you care for him? Well, that's how the people in the earth get care. They get care by being under you. Without being under you, they are in danger to earthquakes and flash floods and tornadoes in the south. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because God would not consider them as anything of any significance for any care of life, because he would, if it wasn't for us, he would just flood the whole earth again. Right? Keep reading.
But be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
And the Lord considers them as spit, like what I'm talking. The spit flies out my mouth. I don't even care to clean it up. I don't even care to say, oh snap, I'm losing moisture. You don't care about that. As like and he goes on, colon, right? To say that just as this, like the abundance of them. Let's go look up for the earthquake happened in Turkey. What was that? 60,000 people died in one earthquake in Turkey, right? Like the abundance of them, 60,000 of them is an abundance of them. And like the abundance of them onto a drop that falleth from a vessel. There's a vessel, right? Is there a drop on here? There's a drop on here right now, right? I don't say, oh snap, we lost wine. All right? I didn't say we lost wine. All right? That's how God really feels. That's why you gotta take this part out of the Bible, because this is so offensive to the religion that was made up by mankind that wanted God to love everybody. Right? This goes against, the makeup of a false religion. Is this also not in the Apocrypha incident? Right? Give me hold on. Let's read the other verse right here, and then we can go to Isaiah, where God also said this in the Old Testament, the New Testament. He said the same thing everywhere. But of course, this is the thing to be ignored. All right? Keep reading.
Oh God, verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold these heathen.
Now, behold, O Lord, these heathen, these other races of people. Read.
Which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Whose forever. Which have ever means forever. They have forever had the reputation of being nothing to God. That's what God is saying. Read.
Have begun to be lords over us.
Now they rule over us in America. They rule over us in America. They rule over in Puerto Rico. They rule over us in Brazil, in Mexico. These heathen rule over us. They rule over us in Jamaica and Trinidad and Ecuador and Peru and El Salvador. Keep reading.
And to devour us.
And they devour us. They live off of us. They get fat as if they were the one that were blessed. by us dying in these streets, all right? By us, you know. Okay? Keep reading if you want to go, right? Now this is the Latinos, and the Latinos live this life here. Right? The Native Indians live this life here. All around America, you can go see symbols where they have the Native Indian head on a target. See if you can get that process up. Right? The thing that they showed at the end of the TVs back in the day at midnight, where the ending of the TV broadcasting is a target on a Native Indian's head, and there's a sound that goes beep, right? Because they have these technology, they have all these things in America because of the devouring of these native tribes, and they know it and they credit it, right? They make statues in Washington D.C. with an oppressor standing on a horse or riding on a horse, and beside on one side is a Native Indian, on the other side is a Negro, to say that they rule over these people, right? Of course, the image. There you go, TV, right? Images. You can keep reading there.
Verse 58. We thy people, whom thou hast caused thy firstborn. There
it is right there. There's one at the top over there. There's another one with the white man over there. Right? There we go. See if you can share this right here. Share this on the thing. Oh, slap it. Right click on the picture. Right click on the picture. Oh, that's good. Now press share this tab. There you go. Right? Make sure StreamYard is okay, right? So now we're looking at this picture here, right? This picture right here is the same. Read that part again. That verse you had.
But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn.
But we thy people. Here's the Native Indian head at the top right here, right? These are the chosen people of God right here. An image representing them, right? Keep reading.
Thy only begotten.
Thy only begotten. That's the Israelites. Hold on, give me back to the search page. Right? Go back. Yeah, give me the one with the oppressor in front of the TV. Right there. Down. Second row. Right there. Yeah, give me that one. Right? Yeah. Oh no, yeah, right click on that. There you go. Right? There you go. Look at that man right there. That is the man who is now over us. You see what I'm saying? God is talking about him. Big up Captain the cause of Shalom. Say, Yahweh Shalom himself. Read that part again.
Okay. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn.
We thy people who you have called your firstborn. Keep reading.
Thy only begotten and thy fervent lover. Are given into their hands.
And we're given into their hands. Mind you, right? The TV. That TV there that you're looking at right there, the one that we're looking at right here, and the one that he got right there. That TV was an invention from the Puerto Ricans. Well, go ahead, brother. You don't have a TV without the Puerto Ricans, so it's not.
When you're dropping this all by one west, I grew up on this right here. Yeah. I was around when TV used to go off. And just before, you know what I'm saying, just before it went off, you had I'm looking for that. They had another picture, but actually the Indian head was in the crosshairs. You know what I'm saying? In the crosshairs, then the TV went off. Then when like I think like 10 minutes before the TV came back on, you had the crosshairs, then the TV came back on. I was right, and this is, oh man, I think they stopped that in about like 80, I say about like 86, 87, 88. But yeah, I remember I grew up with that. It was just normal that you had, you know what I'm saying, the Indians in the crosshairs on TV.
When this TV came out, that'll be a good thing to go over too about how the TV came out. The TV, they said the TV that kept as a cost of the national anthem.
Oh right. Yeah, but they played the national anthem when they had the crosshairs on. The national anthem was playing in the background while the crosshairs was on the Native American Indians' head.
There you go.
Yeah, they played the Star Spangled Banner before the TV went off.
Before the TV went off. Good. Nice. Yeah. I mean, that's you know. And in the national anthem, I believe it's the second or the third verse. It talks about killing Negroes or something like that, right? We might want to run over that another week. right? But you know, that's racist. And when these TVs came out, they came out for the sole purpose of they call the whole thing bring TVs out programming. They call it television programming. So with a TV, you could be thinking, oh man, our soldiers, our American soldiers are in Vietnam fighting a war that don't belong to them. We're gonna become hippies and protest against, the war with Vietnam. But then TV will come about and they can put things in your mind with the news and with documentaries and things like that to persuade you to support the war for whatever America is trying to get from over there, instead of having you to go against it, because the Constitution says that, if I could be real, that white people have power. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to say the people. I'm gonna say white people got power, right? Okay. So when white people say, "Hey, we don't want our soldiers to go into Vietnam no more," all right? Eventually, something gets passed down in Congress and the Senate and all that, and then they got to withdraw because the people are saying this thing. But if the people are saying they support it, then it's like, yeah, go to all the birds out of Afghanistan, 9/11, get it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? With the propaganda. Now the propaganda at the end of every TV and at the beginning of every TV show in the morning, before it comes on, it says, "Crosshair," the Indian says, "We're not saying to kill him, but if you know what a crosshair is, then you know who our target is." Right? They become lords over us. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 59. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
There we go. And that's the question that every Latino, I've heard it in other ways. On the 5 train and from the 2 train come from the Bronx. I've heard these kind of things coming out of the mouth of Latino men. You know what I mean? The Latino brothers are always trying to figure out how they came from the other part of the world, where they have been protests. I was talking about this the other day, how we will see them with shirts that have South America, right? The shape I fits with the African continent, to try to say that they are together with Africans or they come from Africans. You've seen Latinos try to say, because the oppressor, who is now the lords over us, they call us Indians, Native Indians, Latino Indians, and because of that, Latino brothers will try to be Indian, or Indians will come from far Asia. They come here to set up their businesses in the Americas, and the Latinos will try to get into the Indian religion and go to the place and do yoga and get the Indian diet, right? Right? You know what I mean? I want to talk about no personal family members, right? I have a certain rib, and her father went and married an Indian woman, thinking that he's getting closer to his roots, which is no different than Negroes who sisters go and marry an African husband, and he robs every penny out of her. You know what I mean? And these, straight up, you know what I mean? If I could talk about the Indians, the Elamites, they're not the smartest people. You know what I mean? And they rely on the ingenuity of someone else. They come over here and they rely on your information. They befriend you, and then they get up over you. That's how they always do. No matter what scenario, no matter what heathen, they always befriend you. The Africans came to Harlem. They come to 116. They come right over here. You know what I mean? And brothers are like, "Oh yeah, Africa, we're going back to the motherland." You know what I mean? Black strong, African strong, right? Shaka Zulu and Zulu Nation. And next thing you know, I want to go get my hair braided by a Judite sister in Harlem, by a black sister in Harlem, and where do I go to get that done? Right? Where can I go right now in Harlem to go get my hair braided? Braiding is not an African style. It's not Africans do. Africans shave all their hair off, the men and the women. That's their culture. You know what I mean? But now you go anywhere in Harlem, all the braid hairing spots are African. Makes no sense. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Professor.
So if I may, maybe I'm mistaken on this, but I don't know no African that bought CDs from Silent.
Oh yeah, right.
and I was the blackly black.
Yeah, that's the
And I
black
thought
and black.
African
Yeah.
was my people. But every time I never saw them, I never saw them there with us buying the CDs.
Mm-hmm.
Buying this, maybe one or two, maybe it wasn't two. That, you know what I'm saying, they try to be in the spirit, like, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, because the brothers are forcing their religion on these Africans when they come out. Yeah, you know what I mean?
So they can sell more, you know what I'm saying, whatever they selling on the street. You know, come on, you know what I'm saying? They just try to be friendly.
Yeah.
You know, try to be friendly. I'm friendly with you, but I know deep down you're not me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's what heavy they said that. Because I used to watch Sunday before I came in there too. And they got all this back to Africa talk. You know, we've been trying to join the Africans since the early 1900s with Marcus Garvey. And in 2020, I was watching this back in 2020, 2015. And, you know, 100 years later, ain't no African trying to be with you. You being concerned for, you know, that you have a feeling that there's another people that's going to be joined to us as Black Americans, right? We know that there's something else to go back to. We know that we're part of something larger than ourselves. And we go looking for it, right? In sincerity. But then the Africans' insincerity are not saying, damn, our sons are over there in America. We got to try to join back with our sons.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's not what they're doing. Right? Go ahead, Shop.
Yeah. Who exactly is Mark Garvey? I know we got the park here.
Yeah.
But who is he?
Marcus Garvey was a Jamaican man, right? And he was the leader of the I'm Jamaican, right? So he was the leader of the UNIA, the United Negro Improvement Association. And his idea was to unite all of Black America with all of Black Africa. Oh, by the way, right? I got a report from a Ghanaian man recently, a couple of years before I came to school, right? About the ship that Marcus Garvey had called the Black Star Liner. Yeah, the Black Star Liner, right? And this was supposed to be a ship to get brothers from America back to Africa. Now he made the ship. He got the ship with his own money, right? And that ship sails up and down the coast of West Africa today, right now, today. And does not visit no Negro in America. The brothers in America love the Africans, right? They got the money from America. Got this ship. And Africans ride that ship, and Negroes don't got no handling nowhere in there with that ship in Africa right now. That ship sells goods up and down the coast of West Africa right now. In Ghana. Ghana is one port, you know what I mean? And that is a fact. You see what I'm saying? Who's calling me right now in the middle of class? All right, hold on. All right, what scripture do we have right there? I want to get too far off. I'm in class from here, right?
Oh, you just finished with second address.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
we go back to
let's go back to Romans right quick.
Romans 11.
Right. Okay.
From 17.
Okay. And then I want to go to 2 Kings, and then I want to go back to 2nd Ezra. So after this, we're going to go to 2nd. Read. Yes. Let's go back to Romans 11 and 17, right? Okay.
We finished 17.
Then read 18, Bubba Shaw.
Okay. Romans chapter 11, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Boast not against the branches.
Right. So the Negroes who are in the truth, back at this time, they should not boast against the branches. What does it mean? To say, I'm in the truth and you're not. Ha, 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 ha. But that's what we was doing. We was doing that not really with Black versus Latino, but we was doing that with Blacks in Jerusalem versus Blacks in the Roman army. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got our culture. You are sellouts. You see what I'm saying? And likewise, you got to be careful with boasting against someone who's in the world. Meaning, you can't say, oh, you're not in the truth, so I can take your wife. Because, of course, if you do that, he will be in the truth and you will be out the truth. You see what I'm saying? He'll be grafted in and you'll be grafted out. That's how the Most High works. Don't boast against these other tribes. I'm saying that because brothers in the past have thought like that, where you're not in the truth, so I don't have to apply the law to you. or I should think that I'm higher than you, when all of us went in slavery under Christopher Columbus's people together. All right, keep reading.
And if I may, also, that's going back to Daniel. Even though, you know what I'm saying, even though him and his brother was in, you know what I'm saying, the truth and following more, they still also went into slavery.
Right.
And so this is a group thing. You know what I mean? It's not an individual.
This is the race thing. And I mean, and that race is not black race and Latino race. That race is black and Latino race.
That's right.
All right? Keep reading.
Oh God. But if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee.
Right. If you boast, you're not bearing the root. Because the root says they are your family. The Latinos are your family. And for the Latino brothers, the black brothers are your family. Right? Even though black brothers in gangs might be scary, Latino brothers in gangs are scary. We're the same. You just got warriors and they got brothers who are not warriors. So don't look at the warriors and be like, oh man, I'm scared to go outside in Harlem or the Bronx. You see what I'm saying? Because those are your family. All the brothers locked up, they're your family members, straight up.
That's right.
They are your family members. I mean, they are the brothers who, really would have affected change if they were in the right spirit. To say, you can't have Chinese people out here selling fried chicken because you just took a black and Latino man's business if you do that. You see what I'm saying? To be enforcers of our law, right? The law wants that, man. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Okay, verse 19. Thou will say then, the branches were broken off, that I might be grafted in. Verse 20. Well, because of unbelief.
So you might say the branches are broken off. They've gone to the Americas forever. So now we who are still on the, what do you call that? The old, what they call it, the new world, right? So those of us who were in the old world might go back to Jerusalem. Don't think like that. That's what Christ is saying, right? Keep reading.
Oh God. Well, because of unbelief, they were broken off.
So because of unbelief, meaning what? The Latinos are believing in the Assyrian way of living, the Assyrian religions, right? Keep reading.
And thou standest by faith. Be not high-minded, but fear.
So those who remained, we remain. So if you know the story, after Solomon, right, Rehoboam and Jeroboam, one of them was Selah. They got taken away. We might go that into a minute too. Right? We might go into that too. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 21. For if God spared not the natural branches, take heed lest he also spare not thee.
Right. So if God did not spare the Latinos at that time, take heed lest he don't spare you too. Which is what we just said, right? Good. Now let's go to 2 Kings. Let's go into a little bit about that, right? Let's go to 2 Kings 17. And we'll start at verse 18. Start at verse 17. Or start at verse 16. Oh, start at verse 15. Right? 2 Kings 17, 15.
2 Kings, chapter.
You want to read it first, or you
Yeah.
want Super to read it?
Oh, did you get it yet? Oh, okay.
Because I know Shafwan, he takes a lot of notes. Do you want a chance to take notes, Shafwan?
Take it with you.
So you good to read?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Don't switch. Just so we all on the same page, right?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
2 Kings chapter 17, verse 15. And they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them.
Hold on. Give me back to verse 13 one second.
Verse 13. Yet the Lord testified against Israel.
Now, Israel, in this sense, is not all of the Israelites. The kingdom was split between the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. We've heard these terms before, right? The northern kingdom, meaning really Latinos and Native Indians, they are called Israel, right? Keep reading.
And against Judah.
And against Judah, which is the southern kingdom, which is Judah, Benjamin, Levi, meaning the Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians in both, correct? So this is where the term to say the Jews came from the Israelites splitting away from the house of Judah. The house of Judah is called the house of Judah because of David and Solomon, right? Where the nation was given unto the tribe of Judah. Okay, right? With David and Solomon being the king, right? So now it's called the house of Judah, right? Right? Keep reading.
Oh God. By all the prophets.
So the Lord testified against them. So just imagine the Most High upstairs, behind the blackness of space, in court, and he's testified against Judah and Israel, meaning the Latinos and the Negroes, by the prophets. And these words are coming out of the prophet's mouth. Keep reading.
God. And by all the seers.
And by all the seers. That seers is a term specific for the tribe of Gad, the native Indians in the Bible. Keep reading.
Saying, turn ye from your evil ways and keep my commandments.
Give me verse 15.
Oh God, verse 15. And they rejected his statutes.
And God is saying, turn from your evil ways, keep the commandments, but the Latinos and the Negroes rejected these statutes. Keep reading.
And his covenant that he made with their fathers.
And the covenant means contract. And the contract that was made with your fathers, Abraham, right, to rule over all of the other heathens. Are you familiar with where God said we're going to rule over all the other heathens? Shotgun? Are you familiar with where God said that you're going to rule over the heathens? Oh, that's okay. But you've never read it, though. Okay. Keep reading. We'll get it in a second.
And his testimonies, which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain.
Follow vanity means they followed things that was nothing. See what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom the Lord had charged them.
So say it again. They followed vanity and became vain. And in doing this, the Israelites went after the heathen that were round about them. That's Negroes wearing dashikis. That's Negroes saying, we're going to follow the Medunetta, guys. The Medunetta. Right? That's the native Indians saying that they gotta go back to worshiping wolves and worshiping what's the big blankets they got the animals on, worshiping the wolf and worshiping the eagle, right? The Mexicans with the calendar with the face in it, following the sun, just following things that were of heathen culture that was preserved somewhere in by the brothers in the tribes in the Americas. Right? Keep reading.
Oh God. Concerning whom the Lord had charged them, that they should not do like them.
And the Lord said, don't be like these heathens. He said that in Leviticus 18:3. Don't be like these Egyptians who are around. Don't be like the Canaanites who are around. But because the Lord said specifically in the law, don't be like Egyptians and Canaanites, they think, okay, well, that don't mean we cannot be like the Arabs. And that don't mean we cannot be like the Iranians in Persia. The Persians are the Iranians, right? Or we cannot be like the Assyrians, who are the Syrians today, right? That don't mean we cannot be like them. So we did it, knowing that that's not what God wanted. It's no different than today to being a Muslim. Muslim is because you see Arab people come to Americas and now they're Muslim. Now you want to be Muslim with them. You want to be down with Gaddafi and me with Farrakhan and them in some Muslim thing, or you want to be like the Christians from the slave master's religion, or you want to be what's the tattoo that all the sisters got with the 3 and the 0?
The 3 and the
3.
Tarot cards and stuff like that.
Tarot cards, horoscopes, all these things from the heathen, right? They would say that the namaste, the yoga is a religious meditation thing. It's worshiping their religious god or some East Asian culture. You know what I mean? They make you say words in another language and do all this humming stuff. You see what I'm saying? That is being like the heathen. And we do that today, and we're under the same punishments today because those things apply to us. Right? Because we did it. And we're doing it right now. Right? Keep reading.
Oh God, verse 16. They left all the commandments of the Lord their God and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and worshipped all the hosts of heaven, and served Baal. Verse 17.
And we worship all the hosts of heaven, meaning you worshiping the angels, right? You worshiping. I don't know if everybody's familiar with Indian religions. This would be like the Indian religions where you're worshiping an angel that creates fire, and there's another angel that creates the clouds, and there's an angel, you know, he got more than one head, because in the Bible that he got more than one head. And the Indians go, the Bible says there's an angel that got 4 heads. The Indians go make a god that got 8 heads. He takes the 4 and times it by 2, and so he got 8 heads, 8 hands, and we worshiping that thing. You know what I mean? We worship the host of heaven. Go ahead, brother.
So we also worship the God of New Year's. New Year's that have the I think he have the 4 heads. Another one that see in the future behind
2 heads. Yeah.
2 heads.
God. And serve Baal. Baal is prosperity teaching. If you worship Baal, the Lord is going to rain on your crops and you're going to be rich. It's no different than you go to church and they say, if you praise God, there's going to be a check in your door with $30,000 in there. It's the same thing in new form. So all these same gods that God is talking about, they're here today in another shape, right? The worshiping the calves, right? The calves is the same, is the New Year's ball drop. We've heard that before, right? They had the sun on the cow's head, with the horn is like a big circle to represent the sun. That's the ball dropping. It's the same thing coming down on New Year's. People do a lot of screaming. They did the same screaming in the days of Moses. Same thing, all right? Okay. Skip me down some verses there, Brother Shaw. All right. Skip me down to hold on. Give me verse 18.
Verse 18. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel, removed them out of his sight.
And therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel. Keep reading. Now, who is Israel here? Shout one. Keep reading.
And remove them out of his sight.
Removes who out of his sight? Israel. Keep reading.
There was none left but the tribe of Judah only.
So who was Israel? No. Because Judah is one of the 12 tribes. Judah was not removed.
Oh, main Israel.
Main Israel. Who was main Israel? Say again?
Jacob.
No. Of course not. Jacob is the fall. He's the root. He's talking about pre-Egypt. This is way past Egypt. You know what I mean? This is we done killed Goliath and everything already over here. You know what I mean? 2 Kings. So remember, the kingdom split, right? Northern kingdom, southern kingdom. Northern kingdom, main Israel, the bulk of the tribes, the 9 tribes, or the Bible called 10.5 tribes, right? Native Indians and Latinos. It's the Bible. Now, where's the pastor that can break this down right? The pastor that says, you know what? The Old Testament is done away with. Let's go to the other end of the book. Let's understand this. Jesus Christ. That's what the pastor does, right? This is where God determined that the Native Indians and the Latino people should go out and leave none but the tribe of Judah only. Right? And then further down, the Lord said, I'm going to give you Benjamin as to serve Judah, so they can be a light to come back to Israel. Right? That's this. And then, of course, in every tribe, Levi was in the courthouse. So with Judah and Benjamin, there was Levi there. On the other side of the world, there was Levi there in the courthouse. Okay? So who was Judah? Who was Judah? Huh?
Howard.
Yeah, but who are they today, per se? So in the world terminology. Negroes, good. Who is Israel here? They're not Negroes. They're not Negroes.
Say the Latinos and Native Indians.
Yes. Give me my hand. You know what I mean? You don't get it. You don't get it. Read it again. Read it again.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then let them know also, it was a head tribe over, you know what I'm saying, over the Israel. There's a certain head tribe that was over Israel. And when they had to split, he also was fighting against that head tribe.
Judah became the head tribe for Judah, Benjamin, Levi.
Exactly. And there was another head tribe.
And for Israel.
And for Israel, there was another head tribe.
Who was the head tribe?
Oh, I'm asking him that question.
Okay.
I know who the head tribe. That's why I worded it that way.
Okay, then maybe we should go there in a second too, right?
Okay.
We should go there in a second too, right? Okay, read it again from the top there, Sean.
Therefore, the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight. There was none left of the tribe of Judah only.
So he removed everybody except Judah. Right? And with Judah stayed Benjamin, and with everyone, they were Levites. So Levi, there was some Levi with Judah and Benjamin, there was some Levi with the other ones, right? Scattered. That's what it says. When Levi scattered, is because Levi went out also with the native tribes, right? But then amongst themselves in Judah and Benjamin, Levi eventually became their own people after Christ, and after the Romans sent everybody out into Africa and Europe, right? Levites had their own thing together. All right. Okay. Keep reading.
Verse 19. Also Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God.
But even though he kept Judah, the Lord said of all the Native Indians and the Latinos, right? He kept Judah, but then Judah was messing up too.
That's right.
Judah was not exempt. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading. He was not more special than the other ones. Right? Keep reading.
But walked in the statutes of Israel which they made.
Wait, reading again?
Verse 19.
Verse 19. Hold on, let me get there with you. Walked in the statutes of Israel which they made, meaning the statutes. That statute was selling out to a heathen king. Right? They don't know where Judah also became sellout, just like the other one. Sellout meaning you gave over your goods to these heathens. You clinging on to the heathens. All right? Keep reading.
Verse 20. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel.
And then so now the Lord say, you know what? All of you guys come out of Jerusalem. I ain't want none of you here no more. Ain't none of you gonna speak no Hebrew no more. Go speak some English. Go speak Spanish. Go speak these Muslim languages. Go speak Arabic. Go be with them. Because you don't want to be with me. Go love Chinese. Go love being a Christian. Go love being a Muslim. Go love being what's the other religion? Go be an atheist. Whatever. Huh? Go be a Hindu. Right? What's the other religion? They got Hindu and they got this other main one out there. Go be a Buddhist. Go be a monk in China. And go walk around with a dot on your forehead with funny Chinese clothes on, walk around Times Square looking like a jack donkey. Gotta be nice. Gotta be nice, right? Keep reading.
And afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight.
And read it again.
And delivered them into the hand of spoilers.
He delivered them into the hands of other people God loves. Read it again.
And delivered them into the hand of spoilers.
And delivered them into more of God's people. Where are we reading that? We're in 2 Kings 17 and 20. Deliver them into nobody different. All people are the same. God loves all people. Read it again.
And delivered them into the hand of spoilers.
And the Lord rejected them and delivered them into the hand of spoilers. What is a spoiler? What is a spoiler? A spoiler is someone who robs you. Oh, you want to look up the definition? Yeah, look up the definition. Spoiler definition. SPOILER. There we go. Definition. Second. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's TV talk, man. I forgot we're in 2024. Go to Seymour and see there's an archaic. They call it an archaic definition.
Seymour?
Yeah. Right down there. Go right there. Seymour. There you go. All right. For the old definition. Okay. Okay. Let me see. That. We got spoilers that go on the back of cars. Right. Okay. No problem. Bible dictionary. Where's the Bible dictionary? Who got one? All right. We're gonna get the Bible dictionary. Spoiler.
Oh, I have it, sir.
Okay. Let's just get the that's it right there. Let Joshua looks like he's somewhere near to it. Let me see what spoiler. There we go.
Plunder.
There we go.
Take away from the enemy in war.
Plunder.
Pillage.
To take away from the enemy in war. The pillage. Oh man, that's rough.
Booty.
Booty means they robbed you.
Loot.
They robbed you and took the booty. They robbed you and took the loot. They looted you. They threw bricks and Molotov in your storefront and emptied out the store and walked off of everything you got on camera. You know what I mean? I did not give a flying damn. You know what I mean? Go back to the scripture. The Lord delivered us into the hand of the spoiler, God said. He gave you to the white man. That's basically what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? In the Bible. In the Bible now. That's what God said he was gonna do. You're gonna go to an island that will let it be called Puerto Rico. Why? Because the person came there and he said he found rubies, sapphire, and all kind of gems in the beach. What does he do? Take it away from you. And put you in a handcuff and chains. Right? Put you in chains. Put you in esclavitude. You know what I mean? It's in esclave. And march up on the island to build things for him. Spoils you. That's what the Lord did. The Lord sent unto you Christopher Columbus. That's what the Lord did. You see what I'm saying? What did the Lord do for us? He gave us the same thing in Boston and Ohio and Virginia. He gave us the Lord gave the Negroes all of Christopher Columbus's friends. He gave us Oliver Cromwell, that devil. Go with
What you drop is so right. And at the same time, we love him. We brought him food, and he spoiled us. All the rubies, all the jewels, or whatever. We looked at him as a friend.
Yeah.
He's my friend. But meanwhile, he was always a spoiler.
Right. Keep reading that from that chapter there.
Verse 21. For he rent Israel from the house of David.
He rent Israel. He rent the Latinos from the house of David. The house of David would be Judah, right? Right. David is ruling over Judah, right? Right. And his sons were Jeroboam, right? And the other one, right? Keep reading.
And they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king.
Okay. Jeroboam was not the son of David, he was the son of Nebat. Okay, and they made him king. Keep reading.
And Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord.
And Jeroboam said, you know what? What are we following this God for? This God don't love us. God, you heard, just picture people in the world how they talk. Say, God don't love us, man. God don't. He might say, what God? You know what I mean? You know, he drove the Israelites from following God, you know, whatever things that he's saying, right? Go ahead, Professor.
Oh, it's lucky. Yeah, like you're saying today, God is subjective. You know what I mean? God is subjective. You know what I mean?
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say in the world. They always say something is subjective. God is subjective.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your God, maybe it's not my God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is the God that we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to manifest our destiny. We're going to become gods.
Yeah, that's what they say. And Jeroboam, keep reading.
Verse 22. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them.
Where's the part where he said he made them sin a great sin? You're missing the part. Verse 21.
Verse 21.
At the end of verse 21.
Made them a great sin.
Made them sin a great sin. I don't know what that great sin could be, but it sounds like, I don't know. That sounds hella pause. Made them sin a great sin. It's probably blaspheming the Holy Spirit. Could be that. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 22. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam which he did. They departed not from them.
Yeah, they kept doing it. Verse 23.
Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight.
And the Lord removed them out of the lands completely. Keep reading.
As he had said by all his servants the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
Right. So from that time, the brothers who recording this, probably from the tribe of Judah, they say, yo, from this time, we ain't seen these Latinos and Native Indians back. We don't even know what happened to them. Keep reading. That's why they say unto this day. Because from that time, they ain't seen them back. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon.
And the king of Assyria, right? This is probably Shalmaneser. Right? He brought men from Babylon, meaning he brought some Africans. Africans ruled Babylon. Africans and Elam. Cushites and Elam. Cushites like Ethiopians. Ethiopians and Indians are in Babylon. But Babylon was known to be a Cushite place. Right? So he brought Ethiopians, right? Men from Ethiopia, keep it.
And from Cutha, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria.
The cities of Samaria was supposed to be the cities that the Native Indians and the Latinos lived. Right? Keep reading.
Instead of the children of Israel.
So now the Lord had the Assyrians come and take the Native Indians out of it, take the Latinos out of it. The Native Indians are gone. They moved out. The Assyrians evicted them. And he said, you know what? I'm going to gentrify this area with these other people from Babylon and from Cutha, from Ava. And keep reading.
And they possessed Samaria.
And they possessed Samaria like they now possess Christ. Keep reading.
And dwelt in the cities thereof.
And they lived in the same buildings where the Native Indians and Latinos lived at in the homelands. Keep reading.
Verse 25. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there. They feared not the Lord.
So now when these heathens are living there now, these heathens are gentrified the area. You know what I mean? And they feared not the Lord, meaning they did not fear the Lord the way how the Native Indians and Latinos feared the Lord. Keep reading.
Therefore the Lord sent lions among them.
There you go. Therefore they get shark attacks. And they get dog bites and they get bee stings. You know what I mean? And what's the thing that people get attacked by nowadays? They get rabies from some skunk or whatever. But back then they get lions. The same way our heathens get bit by a snake today, and get attacked by a tiger today, and get attacked by a bear today. And not only the bear, the cocaine bear also. You ever heard about the cocaine bear? Unalive all these devils. I mean, keep reading.
Which slew some of them.
Keep reading.
Verse 26. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria.
So now these people now who got permission to move into these Israelite neighborhoods, the same how the Chinese and the Indians and these Arabs and the Koreans got permission from the United States to move into your black and Latino neighborhood. They have to go back to the Congress, whoever's in charge. They have to go back to the king of Assyria. Read it. Read.
Saying, the nations which thou hast removed.
Nations in the Bible. Nation in the Bible means what? Shot one. Very, very key. What does nation in the Bible mean? I say all the time. Nation. Gentiles? No. Gentile means stranger, right? Nation means race. So the other races of people that you have which we removed and placed in the cities of Samaria. Right? They put other races of people in this town. Right? Nations plural, meaning more than one race of people who can move there. Keep reading.
Okay. The nations which thou hast removed, and placed in the cities of Samaria, know not the manner of the God of the land.
These people are they spooky. See what I'm saying? So they're saying, yo, these people used to worship a God, and that God don't want us here. that's what they're saying. I mean, we're not blessed in being here. This land is full of war and turmoil. We come over here, and all of a sudden we get dragged into some Israel versus Hamas. We get dragged into America versus Afghanistan, and America bombing Beirut and Baghdad. I don't know about this land, y'all. I don't know about this over here. We jammed up over here. Keep reading.
Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them.
And they're saying, yo, we in so much turmoil over here because their God is doing this to us. Keep reading. And they were right. You see what I'm saying? But it's not because they don't know the manner of the God of the land. It's just because God don't like no heathen. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna go there and be blessed. Go ahead, front.
So Salaki said, if I may, and I know what you're going into. I know what you're going into. Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? You know, since we got here in the 1940s, only thing that we've been doing is war.
Yeah.
Mario, man, what's going on here?
Right.
We got the war every day. You know what I mean? We got to do this every day.
Right.
Since we got here.
Same thing. Israeli man went over there. He ain't getting no peace. He thought he was getting the kingdom of heaven going there in the 1940s. Nah, man, you going over there to fight the Palestinians, man. You going over there to shoot rocks and missiles on the Gaza Strip. That's the only reason you're going there for. You ain't gonna get no peace over there. See what I'm saying? Until the chariots come. That's all it's gonna be. Keep reading. And the marriage over there too. The marriage over there thinking that they got the Garden of Eden, the Fertile Crescent. They got the Holy Land, right? What do you call it? The Holy War, the war over the Holy Land. They thinking that they're gonna be over there and have land that flows with milk and honey. You're gonna get the desert, man. You're gonna get, man. You're gonna eat sand. You're not gonna be having no grapes big like my hand, right? Grapes is big like oranges. It was the Lord's favorite fruit, but grapes are not small like this. Because the earth does not yield strength over to the sons of Cain. That's what we said in Genesis. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? You're going to get the desert, man. You know what I mean? Go over there and catch a drought. You see, I'm getting thirsty. Pray that it rains some years in the future. What are you going to do? Keep reading. Oh, so you'll say something, short one? Okay, keep reading.
Because they know not the manner of the God of the land.
That's what they say. So they go pray to some Allah or something else. You know what I mean? Go ahead, start.
Like I said, the Crusades.
Yeah.
The Crusades will try to go over there and try to detain it, the Holy Land, quote unquote, and they were still in war.
Yeah.
Then you have the I forgot the name of that king when he became lepers, and he wore the metal faceplate. The metal faceplate. This is they're doing it like
I remember that.
Turks. Yeah, and when it was coming in and everything. Doing that crusade thing, but nevertheless, they still at war.
Right.
They were still at war.
And that right there is why the heathens are saying this too, because the heathens are looking at the Israelites, and they're not saying the lions are attacking us because we're not Israelites. He's saying the Israelites didn't keep the manner of their own God, and they got attacked by lions. So we come and they get attacked by lions. It's because we're not Jews. We're not in the culture of the Jews. But they were still wrong. Keep reading.
Verse 27. Then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence.
Yeah, so go get a native Indian priest that you took out of this land. Go get him. Read.
And let them go and dwell there.
Let some of them go. Let some of them go live with you there. Keep reading.
Let him teach them the manner of the God of the land.
And let him teach you how to be Jewish. So here's the first Jewish people in the Bible. It's in the Bible. I didn't make this up. I didn't make this up. The Israel School UPK did not make this up. This is the Bible. You know what I mean? And this has always been the Bible. And more than likely, before the UPK, you've probably never heard this. See what I'm saying? Have you ever heard this before? Never me neither. Who even knew that there was even such a thing where other people had to become like the Jews, had to become like the Israelites in their hope to survive in a land that's not theirs. See what I'm saying? The war of the Holy Land and all that. Who would have knew that, this is what's going on? See what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 28. Then one of the priests, whom they had carried away.
For those who don't know, we are in Second Kings 17 and 28.
From Samaria, came and dwelt in Bethel.
What did these Latinos do? Keep reading.
And taught them how they should fear the Lord.
Read it again.
And taught them how they should fear the Lord.
And they taught the Latinos and Native Indians were forced by decree of the king of Assyria, of the heathen, to teach these heathens, these other races of people, how to fear the Lord. What does that mean? To teach them, thou shalt not unalive, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt honor thy father and thy mother. See what I'm saying? If a man lay with another man, it is abomination to the Lord. He should be put to unalivement. His blood shall run on the sand. See what I'm saying? You see a daughter in the field, and you got to pay the dowry to the father. If you don't do that, then he can exact onto you the manner of virgins. You see what I'm saying? If you find a cow in a ditch, it can go on and on and on. If a man be found stealing a man and be found that man in this side, he should be put to unalivement. Same thing, right? To teach them how to fear the Lord. You gotta wear borders of blue and fringes. Let's get pictures of the Assyrian kings. Here's something that you're gonna find with figures like this who don't know nothing about the Bible. Let's get a picture of Assyrian kings on Google. Let's put Assyrian kings on any other thing right there. Go back. Go use a spoiler one. I don't want too much tabs on there. Right? And scroll up in the search, and then just put Assyrian king, and then we'll just get from Google images. And see how they dress, and see how they look. All right. S Y R. Right. Just press one that got Assyrian already. Just press Assyrian people all the way down to the bottom. Assyrian people. There we go. Click on that. Press images. All right. There we go. These are not the exact ones, but we want the one that's like on a hieroglyph. Keep scrolling down. Now, mind you, these pictures are reenactments of the actual kind of images that they have. Like that, you see that right there? You can share this. You can share this too, right?
All right.
Yeah. You can share the tab. Okay, this is good, but this is going into some of them, right? Now, what it's saying is, all the culture that you might see there is some way over time. Of course, it's changed a little bit over time, but they got this culture from trying to imitate the Israelites' culture. So they were, I don't know if you can see it big enough. Make the picture, make me small and make the picture big. Right? So now you see they got fringes. Right? They got fringes. This gold thing right here is to say that he's wearing fringes. He's wearing fringes on the bottom. All right? Some of them wearing headpieces that got the thing long down the back of the head. They got some kind of culture in an attempt to imitate Israelite culture in some other way. Of course, blending it with their own culture. A lot of cultures do this. Indians do this. The Arabs do this. The same pants and stuff they wear is very similar. You see, you go to the Middle East, they're all wearing turbans, right? Because turbans came from the meat tree. You see what I'm saying? Go back to the rest of the pictures. Yeah, exit that one and go to another one. Right? All the stuff the woman is wearing on their head, that kind of imitate the things that the Israelite women were doing to make themselves pretty, be covered in jewels. Those ain't no jewels, those plastic. Right? They're not like us. They're not like us. You see what I'm saying? You see how that man got his feathers in his head? Go back up to the man with the feathers in his head. Assyrian men's clothing. Click on that. You see, he got the feathers in his head to be beautiful because it's all colorful. Right? Hold on, I got a book over here too. Where's the one with the Seminole Indians? I'm gonna just want to get a picture of the Seminole Indians in here. This one does not got it. Americans. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you see, he got all the pretty colored feathers in his head, right? The native Indians came over here with that. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because there were some feathers that was lawful, being that they came from clean animals, and we would take those feathers and we would decorate ourselves with them. Heathens took that from us. See what I'm saying? I want to see if I can get some pictures of native Indians with feathers in their head. Okay. So let's go. So here's a book here. Right? This book is called 500 Nations. Right? Got a lot of pictures with native Indians, if you can see it. Okay. I don't know which tribe this is. Right? Brothers do got feathers in their head. Right? There's another one, meeting the oppressor. Native Indians, you've seen stuff like that before, right? We just had the image with the TV, with the native Indians head, with the feather hat, the feather crown that he's wearing, right? It's the same thing that the Syrians took in as to be Israelite culture, thinking that was going to help them find peace in the land. Or if I can specifically find Seminole, let me go to the index and see if I can just look at Seminole Indians. There we go. You landed on S. So there we go. S-E-S, Suis, Seminole. There we go. 139, 319. Okay. So I'm in 312 already. Let's go 319. There we go. Okay, that's right. There's a Seminole Indian. Okay. Right. Feather on the head. Right. These were how the native Indians dressed in Florida, right? This is a painting. I don't know what happened to the painting, but don't take the painting for what it looks to you, right? This is supposed to be, if you look at the face, right? This is not look at the face properly, right? You see light skin sisters out here that look like this. I don't know if this is a brother or a sister, right? But this is a native Indian, and they did not dress naked like how they portray all the native Indians dress. Right? To tell Queen Isabella of Spain that these are a bunch of savages, they don't wear clothes. We gotta go and save them, and from we gotta civilize them, right? We had clothes. The native Indians in America had clothes. They wore clothes. All right. Okay. Of course, in other parts where some tribes might have been in the heat of the Caribbean, right? And they thought that they were not under any law, right? They might have dressed in any other way how they govern themselves to dress, right? Go ahead. I don't know. I can see if it's here. I don't know if I have time to really look it up. Look up on Google what Seminole means. S-E.
Oh, they have that picture right here.
Yeah, there you go. It's the same picture. Right? There's another one over there. That picture. Go to all. Oh, don't put Seminole people. Put Seminole meaning. Right there. Space. M-E-A. Okay. There you go. Top one. Oh, press all. Don't press on images. Press all. There you go. There you go. Seminole. Right. Okay. Seminole, a member of any several groups of North American Indians comprising immigrants from the Creek Confederacy territories of Florida or their descendants in Florida. Creek. That's not correct. The Creek were the enemies of the Seminoles. They're saying this because in early 19, what year was that? The year with the Trail of Tears? Yeah.
Oh yeah, when they shipped them all the way up Oklahoma and Idaho.
Yeah.
You know,
in Oklahoma, and in Oklahoma was where the creek was. And
Wyoming and all those places, Wyoming.
The oppressor made it illegal, right, for Native Indians to still reside on the East Coast. So if a Native Indian went to reside on the East Coast, he would have to say, I'm not Indian, I'm black. And that's how some of them remained. You know what I mean? So a lot of brothers who are still in Florida, all over here in the projects, some of them have a very distinct look. And you ask them, they're gonna say, yeah, my grandma was Native Indian or something like that. When that man himself is a Native Indian. You've seen it 1,000 times before. There's a book called The Black Indians. We went into that one time. I might get it again. And the cats in there look like O.J. Simpson. Pictures and everything. Give me a video called Native Indian Doppelganger. Oh no, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Go to one of these things you're not using. Yeah. Oh wait, do you need this video?
Oh no.
Is this what we're talking about?
Yeah, that was the one, but I got a couple of them. I just pulled up 2 of them.
Okay, let's keep that one. Go to another page. Go to another YouTube page.
So no, I have 2 of the same thing.
I got you. Okay.
You said Native what? Native American.
Put DOPP.
DOPP.
There you go. Top one right there. Click on that. There we go. Click on that top one right there. And put it on forward to a minute. Fast forward to 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay. Go back. Go 2.5. Right there is good. Press it right there. Play. Take the sound off. If you got to take the sound off, you might get flat.
Take the sound off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Press play.
Can you share it?
Just press play, and then we'll share it after. All right. You can go take a you can go share. Go to the thing and do the share thing. Right. Okay. Share the screen. All right. There we go. Top one. All right. Go share. Okay. So here's the Native Indians. Right. Go to the YouTube picture so we can see properly. Right. So what they're showing faces that if you're not careful, right, being that how the way we're programmed to think of everybody we see to look like a white woman, right? But these are Native Indian faces that you're looking at in these old pictures. A lot of these brothers, they don't know who they are. If you ask them right now, they learn the Israelites, they're gonna say, I'm from the tribe of Judah. But these are Native Indian faces. We are on Native Indians' land right now. That's where we are. That's where the slaves was carried to, right? You know what I mean? Aunt Jemima right there. You know what I mean? You know. We don't know who we are. We can't. Some of us don't know what tribe we are. We got nowhere to really trace. I don't think that was real right. That's a familiar thing, right? A familiar face, right? Okay. And these are the drawings of the Native Indians, and they're comparing them to people today, right? Who look just as similar, right? Give me, if I could, Shotgun, you keep that there, keep playing, right? Give me Ecclesiasticus 30:4, and you get a chance, right? You can keep playing this. This is run. This is good, right? Are we done? Class over?
Oh no, almost.
We're getting close to it, right?
Oh.
That's fine. Okay. Okay. When you're ready, Shotgun, you can just go ahead and read that. The sisters and the native sisters had apple puffs too, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 4. Though his father died.
Though his father died. Here's the father on the left. Here's the image of the father. And here's the image of the sons and daughters on the right. Keep reading.
Yet he is as though he were not dead.
Yeah. So we're not dead. We're still here. The sons and daughters are back alive after 400 years and 500 years and 600 years of being unalive by the oppressor. Right? Keep reading.
For he hath left one behind him.
For he hath left one behind him. Keep reading.
And it's like himself.
And it's like himself. We still look like some of our people in the past. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to say all of these images are right, but you better believe some of them are. You see what I'm saying? That one is not right, right? But some of these images are, that's a Native Indian sister right there, on the right, left and the right. You can tell. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Okay, verse 5. While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him. And when he died, he was not sorrowful.
Does it say why? Keep reading. That's Mano right there. That's Mano without a fact. Somebody tell Mano that he's a Native Indian. You know what I mean? Yeah. We can drop that. We can drop that for water for that, all right? Look at Cassidy. I mean, the same feathers in the head too. I mean, that the heathens stole in culture, misappropriated our culture on the other side of the planet. Okay, good, right? So we got that part, right? Let's go to second Esdras, right? Let's wrap it up. Let's take it out with second Esdras 13. We didn't get a chance, but we already in the pocket for short one, right? Take your time, take your notes, right? I'll take my time for you. Right? Because these notes are most important. So I remember there's lots of notes. When I was getting these stuff from Captain Kadzar used to always go into things like this with us. You know what I mean? And you know, I was not such as good at taking notes as Sha'afwan is today. You know what I mean? And I was using the same method as he's using today. And I wish I did, because there's a lot more to go into that, you know, you probably have to get from him in another day. So Captain Kadzar going to teach history or something like that? Be in attendance, because he does not play around. You know what I mean? Jam is dropped from that brother. All right? From that Puerto Rican brother. All right? Go ahead, read it. Second Esdras 13:40.
Second Esdras chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
As a matter of fact, let that video run some more, brothers. Read it again. Not this. The YouTube video. Go back to the YouTube video.
Go back to the YouTube.
Yeah, share that YouTube video. Oh, you came out of it. Okay, just go back in there and go halfway. Go to the 10 minute mark or something. Right? It's okay. Good. Keep reading, Shafwan.
You want me to
No. Oh, share it. Yeah, please share it.
Okay.
Those are the 10 tribes.
Those are the 10 tribes
which were carried away prisoners.
And these 10 tribes, right? Reuben, Gad, Manasseh, Naphtali, right? The natives, the Latinos were carried away, captives. Keep reading.
Out of their own land.
Out of their own lands. Keep reading.
In the time of Osea the king.
In the time of Osea the king, right? Osea is for Hawashai. I think it was Hawashai, right? That's an Israelite king. In the time of the Israelite king. So we're given time and date and place and all that, right? Keep reading.
Whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria.
Who the heathen king, Salmanasar, keep reading.
Led away captive.
He led them away captive. Keep reading.
And he carried them over the waters.
He took them in esclavitude. He took them into, you know what I mean? He carried them over the waters. Why? You're very Manhattan right now. If I put you in a car and you drive over the Washington Bridge, over the waters, you're going to say that you left New York. You don't live here. You don't live wherever we're at now, or across the waters. He's taking you out of your own land. That's what it means, over the waters. Keep reading.
So came they into another land.
Keep reading.
Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves.
These Native Indians, they took a counsel amongst themselves. Keep reading.
They would leave the multitude of the heathen.
They said, you know what? We're not doing this, man. You know, we didn't like this plan that Jeroboam had, loving these heathens. I don't feel like we all one of these people. I came here and I saw it's a lie. We came here and we see that we're getting oppressed by these heathens. We see that these heathens don't love us. We see that God did not make all people to be the same. We see that these people are here to be our spoilers, and we want to be free. Keep reading.
And go forth into a further country.
And they said, we're going to go forth into a further country. Keep reading.
Where never mankind dwelt.
Where's the land at this time? Where's the place that mankind never dwelt before the Native Indians came to the Americas? it would be, okay, you're in reading mode right now. You know what I mean? But America is that place that mankind has never dwelt before the Native Indians came here. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Verse 42. That they might there keep their statutes.
So when we go, so when the Native Indians and the Latinos go to the Americans, they're gonna say, we never kept our statutes as being Israelites in our own land. We're gonna go to this new land, and we're gonna be Israelites over there.
Right.
Because we're not allowed to be Jews over here. To this day, you're still not allowed to be a Jew. You talk about you're a Jew right now. People, you know, oppressors in the street look at you and laugh at you. You know, a person look at you and be like, what is this? You're not a Jew. How can you say you're a Jew? You know, curly fries on the side, they're gonna look at you and be like, what are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. How you a Puerto Rican Jew? Because, you know, brothers in the world are gonna say, oh yeah, he's a Puerto Rican Jew. He's a Puerto Rican Jew. Look at him, the Jamaican Jew. That's what they're gonna look at you and say. Because you're not allowed to be that. Kyrie Irving gonna say he's an Israelite, and they're gonna say, you know what, you're not allowed to play basketball no more. Talking about you, the Jew, sharing some book from Amazon. How dare you? Why don't you go be an Egyptian? Why don't you go be an Ethiopian Rastafarian? Why don't you go be a Muslim, an Arabic Muslim? Why don't you go be a black monk from China? Why don't you go be a Moor? Why don't you go be all of these things that you're allowed to be? From Ava, Kutha, Hamath, and Sephardim. But you can't be no Israelite. You're not allowed to. What king decreed that you're allowed to be an Israelite? You're not allowed to be an Israelite. Go be a Kuthite. Go be an Avaite. Go be a Sephardimite. Go be a Hamathite. But don't talk about you know Jews. We already assigned people for that occupation that you have to gentrify your area and to be called the Jew. You're not allowed to be a Jew. These brothers saying, yo, we get out of here where we can be free to be ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Oh God. Which they never kept in their own land. Verse 43.
In other words, we're going to go through the thing that pissed God off in our own land. We're going to try to make it right with our God. And that's what blacks and Latinos and Native Indians should be doing today. Keep reading.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
Keep reading.
Verse 44. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood.
Hey, you know what happened right here? Just like in the days of Egypt, the brothers are saying, we want to return to our God. The Lord is saying, you know what? You guys did this in Egypt. One day you were worshiping Ra and worshiping Horus and Seti. And one day you didn't cry out to Ra and Seti no more. You cried out unto Yahweh, the God of your fathers. I respect that. I'm gonna deliver you out of your captivity. I'm gonna take you from out of slavery and oppression from these other races of people. I'm gonna split the Red Sea open for you. Here you go. Go be free to your own land and go rule Israel, the land of Israel and Jerusalem and Samaria. The Native Indians, likewise, saying the same thing. We gotta get out of this place from under these heathens, and we're gonna go back to the Most High and go love Him and go make it right with our God. The Most High, once again, He's saying, I respect that. You know what? Here's the lowering of the tide. You didn't know about it? You know about it? No. Get on these boats and get out of town and go to the Americans and worship me. We did that for a while. And you know, there's always some brother that say, what guy are you talking about, man? It's just clouds and skies and stars, but we got the jaguar gods here, man. Right. You know what I mean? We got the sea, who's alive sometimes, and we got the snakes, who's alive sometimes. You gotta worship nature, brother. You have to worship nature. You know what I mean? And then, you know, Christopher Columbus came, oh, you want to worship nature. You want to worship nature? Okay, I'm going to deliver you to the hands of the spoilers again. But you forgot. You know what? Hey, you want to worship nature? Here's what you're going to do. You worship some creatures? Go worship this white image of a white man, right? They call it the white Jesus Christ. Right? How about that? Here you go. Right? Here comes Christopher Columbus to deliver you into the spoilers again. The same thing going on all over and over again. Oh, it's the same thing. You cannot get away from God. God made the earth, man. You see what I'm saying? You got to go by his rules. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun. That's Ecclesiastes, man. All right? Keep reading.
Till they were passed over.
Held the flood until they were passed over. Keep reading.
Verse 45. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Yeah, it's a long way sailing from the Middle East, from the Euphrates. Stop this. Let's get the map. Let's get Google Maps. We're sailing from the Euphrates, the Middle East, going all the way down past Africa, past Madagascar, past South Africa, and coming around at the tide and coming around with the lower Atlantic to come around to Brazil. All right, let's go ask Google some questions. Alexa's dead, yo. She's alive. She ran out.
No, she was just on. Alexa, are you there?
Alexa, you awake? How long is it? Alexa, how long would it take for me to ride from a boat from Oman to Brazil?
Alexa, are you there?
I'm here. I listen once I hear the wake word.
Okay, awake, Alexa. Alexa, awake. Alexa, how long would it take for me to ride a boat from Yemen to Brazil?
It would take around 4 to 10 hours to drive a boat, depending on the speed of the boat and the weather conditions.
Alexa, how long would it take for me to ride a boat from Yemen to Brazil?
I don't know how long it would take to get there, but from Yemen, Brazil is about 6,641.6 miles away as the crow flies.
Alexa, say that again. Alexa, say that again.
I don't know how long it would take to get there, but from Yemen, Brazil is about 6,641.6 miles away as the crow flies.
6,000, but that's not the crow flies. That's a bird. Alexa, how many nautical miles is Bahrain from Brazil?
From Rome2Rio.com. The distance between Brazil and Bahrain is 11,874 kilometers.
Let's just try that. Let's put a Google search, right? 11,000. Alexa, how long does it take to travel 11,000 kilometers via a boat, sailboat?
From HARLEM.com. Typically, a sailboat traveling at an average speed of 6 to 8 knots can cover this distance in about 10 to 20 days.
Alexa, how far is it in kilometers from New York to Florida?
The distance between New York and Florida, specifically Orlando, is 1,725 kilometers, 1,071 miles.
Okay, so she's wrong about the 11,000. Okay, but she might be looking across. Okay, go to Google. Yeah, go to Google Maps. Yeah. Oh no, not Google Maps direction. Let's click on Maps. No. Come out of that. Come out of that. Don't press nothing. Go down. Right there. Bottom right there. There you go. Okay, good. Zoom all the way up. We can share this tab. Share this tab instead. There we go. Right, so you can see what we're doing. So here's HARLEM. Right. There we go. Make it big. Button on there. And by the way, anybody who's watching online, feel free to run off. And we got the Command John radio show about to start. All right. So we want to finish in a minute until we come off. You know what I mean? Stay tuned for Command John's radio show. You know what I mean? America on fire. Right? Zoom all the way out. Before we show our presence out. The other way. All the way out. Good. We can scroll all the way over towards the east, the direction that we pray to. So just drag the map. Just drag the map. There you go. No, the other way, the other way, other way. So go grip the other side of the page, right? And drag it all the way to the other side again. There you go. There we go. Right here we are in the old world, right? Keep going some more, right? Grab some more. There you go. Okay. Now go down a little bit. Here's the Middle East, Turkey. There we go. Right here we go. Here's the Euphrates. You only want to zoom in right here. These rivers right here. Tigris and the Euphrates. Not there. Over here. It's not. Oh yeah.
You said Tigers on the
Yeah, let's zoom in right here. Zoom in anywhere right here. Zoom in. Zoom all the way in. Let's see what we see here. Stop. Okay. Where's the river? Give me a satellite image. The bottom right corner. Over here, right? Let's pick one of these pictures right. No. What does that say? Okay, those are pictures. X out of that. Sharp, where can I find satellite images on here?
Sure.
You know what we could do? Go into search, right there. The same search in Google Maps, right here. Click it there. Just put EUP. There it is right there. Click on that top one right there. Okay, there we go. Here's one part of the Euphrates, right? This is the river they jumped in. Zoom out. All right, zoom out. Part of the river going all the way down. Let's go down. Just okay. That same river goes all the way down. Follow it down here. So just grab the mouse right here, right, and just bring it up this way. Bring it up. There you go. Right. Start to this sea right here. Further and go. Okay, good. Zoom out. So we got Kuwait, we got Bahrain. This is the path Native Indians took, right? Zoom out some more. Good. So now here they come, right? They're going down this way. Give me another page, right? And let's put ocean wind direction.
Ocean with directions.
Space. D-I. No, not D. No. Go back. D-I. D-I-R, right? Directions. There we go. Oh. Go back. The second one right there. There you go. Go to images. Okay, there we go. Click on any one of those. Click that second one right there. Okay. Okay. See if you can zoom in on that. See if you can find a better one. This one, this image is kind of small. Go back. Back. Brother. Scroll down over here. Okay, here you can see right here. Right? Go back up. Right? There we go. Right. So from here, see if you can zoom in. Oh, but this was a bad one, right? Yeah. Give me one of these a higher. I want you to okay, go back up and see if you can click on HD. Is there something that says you can click on HD over here or no? We're gonna just work with one of these. Right. Okay, scroll back down over here slightly. I don't mean to be all over the place on you. Let me see. Let me see this one right here. No, that one's even worse. Go back. I don't like pages that do that. Go back. X that out. The one that's loading right now. There we go. X it out. Yeah. Okay, let's go into the old picture. We just use the old picture, right? That one right there. Click on that. Yeah. Come. Right. Okay. Okay, no problem. But I share this tab instead. Okay, so you can see from the what's going on here. Okay, so you can see, right? What we're looking at right now was this with this middle section right here, right? The Gulf is the Bahrain, right? It's coming right down to India. The sea is carrying you down, and when you go down, that wind, right, is carrying you towards Africa. And then from there, if you want to get to over here, it said the Most High showed us the way, right? What verse are you reading again? The last verse you're reading?
45.
Huh? Verse 45, read.
For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Okay.
And the same region is called Arsarak,
Which means land or country, right? Give me one verse up again.
verse 44. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So there you go. So we're in the river, and the Most High is saying, do this or do that. So whatever was going on, if you're in a boat, it's not like reading this book. In the boat, you see ocean currents. You see the water flowing like this. You see a split in the river, where this river is one color, and another part of the river, the other part of the sea is another color, because there's different elements flowing under the ground that's making the water different colors. You can see this. You can go see this in the Nile River. The Nile River, it joins together. And one part is brown and one part is blue. We don't know what they were looking at back then, right? But then, if you look at it, right, go to the image so I can see it big, right? From there, it carries you down, right? It's not showing you on this point here, but here there's two currents right by South Africa right here, right by South Africa right here. I mean, it's showing this one already. Okay, that's fine, right? But the main Antarctic water is going the other way, but this warm water is going this other way. That's why I didn't want this one, right? And there's another current that goes right by South Africa, right? You're blocking Shotland's way across. Trying to see, right? And from here, the other current down here carries you up, and you get carried into this counterclockwise Southern Atlantic Ocean. And then from here, they'll go up and across. That's the route that the Native Indians and Latinos took. And then if you read any of the books, even the books that Captain Cousins I got, the Native Indians said they first landed on Brazil. That's what they said. They didn't say they landed in Argentina, not like that, or the Caribbean, North America. They landed in Brazil. And from Brazil, that's when they started to disperse out. Right? They dispersed out from this top region right here. Okay? And then from here, Puerto Ricans themselves, some of them stayed here and they traveled upwards through these islands right here. See what I'm saying? The other ones, Atahualpa from Ecuador and Peru, he was over here. Right? The other tribes went up. The Seminole Indians grabbed the southern tip right here, Florida. Right? And the other Native Indians, Issachar, all of this. Issachar was in the United States. California, Arizona, Arizona, all them Spanish sounding states. Right? Colorado, all of that was Mexican lands. Right? And all down here was the all of down here in the middle right here with the water was the Mayans and stuff like that, right? Good, right? Is there any more of that on that scripture there? We want to take it. We'll wrap it up right now. That's it. Okay. Give me verse 46.
46. Then dwelt there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come.
There we go. And those who are and those brothers that dwelt there are there till the latter time, the latest time, which means now. Which is why Christopher Columbus read second message right here and say, you know what, these people are over there in that land, somewhere over there. We gotta go get them and enslave them. That's what they said. You see what I'm saying? And he came here and did he find them? Yes, he did. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading. Meaning what? This Bible is talking about Latinos. That is a fact. You cannot say it's not that. It could not be anything else but that. The Native Indians and Latinos are the 12 tribes of Israel. You see what I'm saying? Any more there? Keep reading. Give me that 12 verse 48.
48. But those that be left behind.
So you read the New Testament, you'll see sister from Anna from the tribe of Asher. You see this brother from the tribe of Simeon. So very few of them were left behind. Keep reading.
Of thy people. They that are found within my borders.
They are found within my borders, and they say you found them because the New Testament will name them. So the New Testament is long after this. You understand? So the New Testament, you're reading about a time where the Native Indians are left out of the land, and it's just Judah, Benjamin, Levi, with one person or one family from the tribe of Asher, one family from the tribe of Simeon, and whoever they name, right, in the New Testament, right? We can understand that, right? Mm-hmm. Hold on. Verse 49 is deep too. Give me verse 49.
49. Mm-hmm. Now when we destroy the multitude of the nations that are gathered together.
We need it too fast. Look.
Now when we destroy.
Now when is a time in the future, right? The second lecture is saying way in the future. Now when he talking about the Most High, keep reading.
Now when he destroyed the multitude of the nations that are gathered together.
Where they gathered together at? New York. Where they gathered together. The multitude of the heathen. Right? Where they gathered at? London, Paris, Dubai. Keep reading.
He shall defend his people that remain.
He's going to defend his people that remain. And with that, I pass the class to priest and officer of 1,000.
Clap it up.
Trust it up. Clap it up.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves up of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18 verse 21, Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 through 10 means 10 in the Hebrew ma'ashah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High give you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Preach fund, free will offering, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is we just finished the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We're going to the Feast of First Fruits. I think it's June. What is it? June 17th.
Well, we're going to Buffalo on June 15th too. June 14th, 15th.
Yeah,
come. Buffalo, and then we got
for Juneteenth. Juneteenth.
Right, and then we got a cookout in Atlanta.
And we also have a cookout in Atlanta. Let me see here. Announcement of Holy Convocation from Sheep. Remind the Akim and Akwafim to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarf. And men in Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men in Israel, Amadu, which means to stand. Ahmad Shabbat, Amadu, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Yazmatah, class dismissed.
Saying right here, that Eskimos used to live in Greenland.